Ladies and gentlemen, esteemed guests, I stand before you today to make a compelling case for the induction of Fred Hampton, a prominent civil rights activist and influential leader of the Black Panther Party, into the Push Hall of Fame. His distinct contributions to civil rights activism, his visionary creation of the Rainbow Coalition, and the tragic circumstances surrounding his assassination are testament to his profound and enduring impact on American history. From a young age, growing up in suburban Illinois, Hampton displayed an exceptional commitment to social justice. When he later assumed leadership of the Illinois chapter of the Black Panther Party, he emerged as a beacon for change and a voice for the voiceless, advocating for the rights of African Americans and all disenfranchised individuals, transcending traditional racial and ethnic boundaries. It was during this time that Hampton accomplished one of his most transformative feats, the establishment of the Rainbow Coalition. This multicultural alliance brought together disparate and often marginalized groups like the Young Patriots, the Young Lords, and others who had traditionally been divided by societal constructs. The underlying goal of the coalition was to unify these communities, recognizing their shared struggle against systemic injustices and their potential for collective action. The Young Lords and Young Patriots were two key groups that were part of Fred Hampton's Rainbow Coalition, and they played significant roles in the fight for social justice in the 1960s and 1970s. The Young Lords was a Puerto Rican nationalist group founded in Chicago in 1968. Initially a gang, it transformed into a civil rights movement under the leadership of Jose Cha-Cha Jimenez. Drawing inspiration from the Black Panther Party, the Young Lords tackled various issues affecting the Puerto Rican community. They were known for their initiatives addressing health, education, and tenants' rights. In the spirit of the Rainbow Coalition, the Young Lords expanded their focus to include all marginalized individuals, not just those of Puerto Rican descent. On the other hand, the Young Patriots organization was composed largely of white youths from impoverished backgrounds, many of whom were from the Appalachian region and had migrated to urban areas like Chicago. They wore the Confederate flag as a symbol of their Southern heritage and working-class identity, yet they also staunchly opposed racism. The group sought to address issues of poverty, housing, and police brutality within their community. They were unique in that they challenged the idea that white individuals couldn't be part of the broader fight against systemic injustice. Both groups, despite representing different ethnic communities, shared common struggles against poverty, police brutality, and other systemic injustices. Hampton saw the potential in their shared goals and brought them together. The Rainbow Coalition was not merely an alliance, it was an embodiment of Hampton's vision for a more inclusive and equitable society. His profound understanding that the fight against oppression was not confined to one community but was a shared struggle requiring unity across racial and ethnic lines, laid a foundation for future movements advocating for social justice and equity. Simultaneously, Hampton sought to meet the immediate needs of his community. He established breakfast programs for children and community health clinics, proving that his fight against systemic oppression was not just rooted in speeches and protests, but in tangible actions that positively impacted the lives of the individuals he served. Yet, the story of Fred Hampton also holds a tragic chapter, one that underscores the high cost of the fight for justice. His assassination by the Chicago Police Department and the FBI on December 4, 1969 is a sobering testament to the harsh reality faced by civil rights activists. Hampton was just 21 years old when he was targeted as part of the controversial counterintelligence program COINTELPRO, marking a grim period in American history. Fred Hampton's assassination had a profound impact not only on his immediate community, but also on the broader civil rights movement and American society as a whole. The immediate aftermath of Hampton's death saw widespread shock and outrage. The violent nature of the raid, combined with evidence suggesting that Hampton had been incapacitated by a sleeping agent before the raid, led many to view his death as an execution rather than a legitimate police action. The incident exposed the extreme lengths to which governmental institutions would go to suppress dissenting voices, deepening public mistrust of law enforcement and the government, particularly among African American communities and other marginalized groups. In the long term, Hampton's assassination served to galvanize the civil rights movement. It highlighted the very real risks faced by those who chose to stand against systemic oppression, making clear the depth and intensity of the struggle for equality. This recognition sparked a new urgency within the movement and contributed to the increasing radicalization of activists in the years that followed. Furthermore, Hampton's death brought national attention to the FBI's counterintelligence program COINTELPRO. It was in the ensuing investigations and lawsuits that the extent of the FBI's surveillance and disruption of civil rights groups became public knowledge. This increased awareness and scrutiny of government overreach had far-reaching implications, leading to significant changes in how domestic intelligence operations were conducted. Hampton's assassination also led to an intensified focus on the Black Panther Party, bringing their social programs, such as free breakfast for children and community health clinics, into the public spotlight. While Hampton's death was a significant blow to the party, it also emphasized the importance of their mission and the lengths to which the establishment would go to counter their influence. On a broader societal level, Hampton's death is a stark reminder of the history of racial violence and the struggle for civil rights in America. The public outcry and enduring legacy of his death serve as a testament to the importance of continuing to fight for social justice. Honoring Fred Hampton by inducting him into the Push Hall of Fame would provide students with a comprehensive understanding of America's complex history. It would emphasize that our history is not just a series of events, but a tapestry of human stories marked by achievements, struggles, sacrifices, and sometimes tragic losses. In conclusion, the inclusion of Fred Hampton in the Push Hall of Fame would not just be an accolade for an individual who fought tirelessly for justice and equality. It would be a powerful statement, a testament to the importance of remembering our intricate history in all its diversity and complexity. It would be an affirmation that every voice, no matter how marginalized, is a crucial part of the historical narrative of our nation. In recognizing Hampton, we would be recognizing the power of unity, the spirit of resistance, and the enduring fight for justice. Thank you.
That's the people thing. Socialism is the people. You're afraid of yourself. If you're afraid of socialism, you're afraid of yourself. We know they have our pictures, we know they're looking for us, we know they want us, but we're still saying that even though we could be in a sense, as far as this system goes, on the mountaintop, we in the Black Panther Party, because of our dedication and understanding what's in the valley, knowing that the people in the valley, knowing that we originally came from the valley, knowing that our flag is the same flag as the people in the valley, knowing that our enemy is on the mountaintop, our friends are in the valley, we say even though it's nice to be on the mountaintop, we're going back to the valley.